Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Coach,
Hey guys.
how's it going?
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
I'd imagine you're a little relieved right now.
Yeah.
Overall, when you take over midway through a recruiting process and you've got the early signing period, I know you're a staff that really prides yourself on evaluation, but when you've only got such a limited time, how much of that is you leaning on prior relationships and how much of that is you having to evaluate for a new place and new needs?
Well, I think you're always trying to use the pre-existing relationships, but the pre-existing relationships have nothing to do with the evaluation at the beginning of the process, right? So we're just trying to find, what did we need to fill? And then who's available out there that would be a good fit for us? And then the relationships from there, You're trying to get information as quickly as possible. So now you're leaning on Ron and Odell, people around here at the university, and then even coaches on our staff that weren't part of Florida State, because we were all recruiting for various universities. So, even when Coach Woodson came in, with Sidney Williams, there's a prime example. I watched Sidney, you evaluate the film, you see the talent, you see the skills, but you've got some questions. Well, we hired Coach Woodson, he comes in, and Marcus had been recruiting him. And Marcus knew the backstory on him and helped fill the gaps of information. So once that happens, it just expedites it. And now you can kind of cut through some relationship building things because of the trust made prior, So from that standpoint, it was interesting because we have a bunch of coaches coming from a bunch of different places. So there was some pre-existing relationships both with Florida State, but also with other schools that helps bring some value to our knowing the student and kind of making some headway there.
Coach, I think you guys end up with 4 linebackers in this class when you count the transfer. Was that a position when you guys came in, kind of looked around and said that's a position of need, and do you think you filled what you needed there?
I think so. I think especially the 3 high school players. Stephen Dix is here now. He's taking part in workouts. J.R. McCluster from Largo. And then to be able to get DJ Lundy here from Irwin County. It provides that's a position in our defense here at Florida State that we're looking for well-rounded athletes, and all 3 of them bring a great skill set. The good thing about it is they'll be in this system now, and we'll be able to develop them from the foundation of it, right? So we've got 3 guys. We play with 3 linebackers. It's a great fit for us to move forward, to be able to teach them what we're looking for. Chris will do a great job with Chris Marv, and I think it was a position need. Because when we got there's some moving parts that we kind of took some linebackers, maybe moving them up, maybe moving them back. So we did need to fill some numbers there.
I guess the other thing to look at TJ, who seems to be more of kind of a speed edge type guy. Was that
TJ Davis?
TJ Davis, yeah. Is that, again, another thing maybe you guys saw you need to beef that up a little bit in the roster and get some of those pure pass rushers on the lineup?
We needed an edge rusher, and we did our due diligence now. We went through it. We went in a bunch of homes trying to find the right fit here at Florida State, and TJ's film jumped out, and there was a relationship over at Metter. There was, but this was a group effort now. From Curtis Fan, who hosted him, that's from that region, did a great job with him. Coach Norvell obviously did a great job. Odell, JP. There were a lot of pieces involved in that, but TJ fits a great need. TJ is 6'3", 6'4", plays 5 technique, played linebacker. And he's 250, 260 pounds, So TJ's going to be somebody that we're going to be able to start at defensive end. He may grow into more than that, But right now, if he just stays where he's at from a skill set standpoint and then let us go develop him, I think he's exactly what we're looking for at defensive end.
You mentioned Sidney a little bit, but where do you project him to fill? Where was he going to fill out in the secondary? Where are you going to play him?
Sidney's going to start at safety. He's a great frame player. He's got corner coverage skills, but he's a 6'1", 195-pound body. Good basketball player, and any corner that can go in the state of Alabama that can line up and play corner, that's got the ability to return kicks, play wide receiver. Those are the type of DBs we're looking for. So he could probably line up and play corner, but with the size and his frame, his ball skills, his return ability, he fits playing safety here. And we've got 3 senior safeties on the roster right now, so it's important that we built some depth there to add to McKnight, who we signed here in December. So it puts 2 safeties in this class, which I think is something that was definitely an aim for us.
I know you guys got an early jump here on 2021 already. You guys had a lot of juniors in. Just what are the early vibes from what you guys are doing there defensively?
It's just we've got great interest right now at Florida State. And now it's just about, again, develop the relationships, but it feels great. I mean, we've had a bunch of them on all day on the phone today, and they've been contacting us, so it's not early. That's the problem. Right?
Yeah.
It's, it feels like it might be, but
It beats having 9 days, though.
yeah, no question. Yeah, so I think, in this class defensively, I like the way it got well-rounded. From the first signing day of this one, we ended up with, I think, 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 3 DBs, so it brought balance in the class. So now we're looking to have balance in the 21 class, too. We just went through it. There's not a position that we are not looking to sign a player on defense, So we're going to look for edge rushers, defensive tackles, linebackers, safeties, corners. It's kind of an inclusive group that we need in the 21 class. So, looking forward. It's a good start so far, but it's a long way from the finish.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you. Yeah.